How to reuse plastic gardening pots. Containers are great ways to keep color in the garden border, but we don't always have large-scale containers, and smaller containers can get loose at ground level. Use an overturned 5-gallon plastic container as a base to lift the planter above neighboring plants. The black color will virtually disappear into the surrounding foliage. Smaller plastic containers make great shakers. The hole at the bottom will slowly sift fertilizer, animal repellent, and other granular material. You can just scoop up what you need and wave it about. Make sure you either scoop right next to the bed you'll be fertilizing, because it's going to start flowing out immediately. Mulching is no one's favorite chore, but you know it's worth the effort. It helps to speed things up by dumping the mulch into the bed, rather than spreading it carefully around. But you don't want to bury your plants. You can protect them by covering each one with old plastic containers, before you dump, and then lift them when you are finished. This way you don't run the risk of burying them or getting the mulch too close to their crowns. This is a bit of a no-brainer. Very often the only thing handy when you are filling pots is the container you just took the plant out of. How nice that it makes the perfect potting soil scoop. Thin, rigid edges make for the best scoopers. We're always cautioned not to use containers with no drainage holes. Of course, the soil needs to drain, but some of those ceramic, metal and concrete containers are too nice to pass up, and who wants to ruin them by drilling holes? Just find a plastic pot that fits easily inside the solid container and raises it a bit from the bottom with something like stones. Lift the liner occasionally to check that there is no standing water. If there is, empty it and water less frequently. If possible, you can even lift the liner and water the plant outside of the solid container and then replace it once it has drained. When you hear that a frost is pending and you are not ready to lose your favorite tender plants, cover them for the night with old nursery containers. They are like instant row covers. Once it warms the next day, remove the pots and the plants will still be in good condition. They provide enough insulation to get them through several early season threats. It's nice to give your potted plants as much soil to grow in as possible, but some containers become excessively heavy when filled with soil. Until the pot fills with roots, they can also become water-sodden. If you like to swap out container plants seasonally, right in the garden bed, you can make it easier on yourself by creating a permanent planting hole. Dig a hole and insert a black plastic pot that is larger than the containers you will be swapping out. Then you can just sink and lift the seasonal plants as needed. This is especially nice if you like to add color around shrubs. Bury the liner when you plant the shrubs and you will never have to disturb their roots. Once again, the black color will help the pot completely blend in. There's nothing that says you can't use old pots as pots. If they aren't going to be seen because they will be hidden behind other containers or under vines, you can use them as is. To spruce them up, you can always paint them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.